Okay. I have tested, and my mic audio works this time. So I'm going to hope this is going to function. Bear with me. I'm sorry. The first one did not have any audio. I'm not sure why that happened. I didn't change any settings, but I did test it. I'm sorry about that. So we are going to do this again. Hey, on the bright side, it's going to be faster now because I basically know what I want to say. Probably. Kind of. Get this over here. This time we'll go into this. And full screen. All right. Like the auto sign. I can tell you have a bit of drift. Okay. Small thing here, doesn't matter. You weren't punished for it. But when you kill this guy after this, see, you look like there. You're still exposed from over there. If you just walk forward a bit, you wouldn't be. It's a small thing. That was bad. Next time, first of all, I don't like pushing out mid. I think it's a really bad idea. You're exposed from way too many angles. Like, if you go out to where a grenade is about, you're exposed from like there. I'm pretty sure you're exposed from the angle over there. You're exposed from way too many angles and not a lot of cover. So I don't recommend it. But also, don't ever put your gun down when you're in this type of situations where you're exposed for a lot of angles. Should be ADS in here. Yeah, there you go. You should have done a bit more movement there, like a bit more side to side instead of just walking forward, but overall good kill. Cross placement could have been a bit higher for the headshot, but it doesn't have to be. Not bad. Cross placement. Stop shooting their toes. It worked that time, but it's not the most efficient way. It's another small thing. I don't like turning your back here. When you enter your house, I would turn your back to the house because you can already see that basically no one's in there, and try to like keep your eyes over here. You're in a pretty empty lobby right now, but in a full lobby, you would have probably been shot doing this. I'm not judging grenades, so that is a good one. Very classic one to throw. You see that guy? Nice. Okay. You don't want to do that. When you get into spawn, you want to find cover. Like these boxes, you can play around the rocks, you can play around the boxes that are over there. You do not want to be standing in the open. No matter how tempting it is to go for that one guy who just spawned in the safe guy. You can wait for him, but you can be in cover. Be safe about it. You see the guy up there. You see a guy up there. Here's another thing. Stop pushing down mid. There you were basically in 3 fights there. The guy on the rock that shot at you and missed. There was a guy over here, right? I'm making sure I'm not making that up. Yeah, there's a guy over here. Yeah, not in a fight with. And there's a guy over here. Stop pushing down middle. It's not a good idea.
Hello, Texans. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm not from Texas.
Well, it says this is Texas map, so I guess you're in Texas.
This is a game sense thing.
I'm not from Texas.
You see him and his
Well,
name tag
Texas
flash,
is Texas
and you're
map,
hearing
so I
his.
guess
You see him and his name tag flashes, and then you also are hearing him shooting the entire time. You should have known he was there, but that's all right.
you're in tax.
Texas. Not
Is
Texas.
it true you guys eat steak?
Who doesn't eat steak?
I mean, like, for every meal.
No. It's good for
Nobody
you.
does that. Really?
I want to put your gun fully down. Just again, hold on. I just feel the sneeze coming. You're still in this like highly contested area of like you're getting close to spawn. People swing out here. You want your gun up, and also you don't need to put your gun down that far. Instead of putting, if your gun's like this, instead of putting it down to here to get the speed boost, you can also put it down to just like here. It makes it a lot easier to bring it up than it is from down there. It's a small thing, but it helps.
I really can't tell if you're just joking or you're stupid.
No, I thought you guys ate meat like a lot.
Me, yeah, not just steak.
Oh, don't do this. Okay, don't turn your eyes towards your own spawn when you're in mid, like ever. So when you're doing this, when you're fighting mid, whatever. I don't love this play, but whatever.
Me,
Turn to fight
yeah,
here.
not just
I get the
steak.
point. Oh, you think you're gonna flank around here? It leaves you exposed to so much. Not worth it. You could have chased over here. You could have backed into a different area. I just would not have turned your back.
Well, isn't steak a meat?
Different types of meat, man.
Well, that's interesting.
Okay. That was bad. When you're here, right? You're taking this fight with this guy. You were fighting that guy. Right? So you enter a fight with this guy, right? You shoot at him. He knows you're there now. You shot at him and missed. You have bullet traces on your gun and it makes a sound. He knows you're there. Do not swap to another fight just because they're open. You have to commit to this fight. And then after you kill this guy, you can go for the guy up there.
Oh shit.
Again, crosshair placement needs a lot of work. You're aiming too low. You're aiming way too low. Also, you need to do a few bit longer bursts, kind of a thing. You're doing like 2 or 3 round bursts. I would up that to like 4 to 5 rounds, probably. Like a minimum 4. You can do pretty long bursts.
The person who instantly headshotted me, fuck you.
Did he do? Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
I
you.
wish I didn't.
Can hear
Yeah,
you.
I can hear you.
Can anyone hear me?
No.
Yes,
we
we
can all hear
can.
This
Okay.
VC is cursed.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh.
This is a weird thing. Going back to
I really
this.
wish loud and clear.
You see this grenade and you kind of stare at it. You don't have to do that. If you see it in peripheral vision, back up, but keep your gun pointed at where the enemies are, not the grenade. Then after that, when you're swinging this, you know people are there. I would have done, and I would have ADS'd here, and then I would also not have walked in a line like that. Like, I would have, like, swapped directions at some point, throw off his, thing. So, all good, but that's what, you should have done there.
Holy fuck.
You swear?
Nice try. All good.
I mean, like, everyone
Swearing's allowed.
swears nowadays.
So, back to this fight over here. You were close enough, you didn't have to.
Swear?
Like, you're close enough here, you could have full sprayed instead of bursting.
I mean, like, everyone
So I would've done
swears
that.
nowadays. Not a fucking big deal, is it?
Don't do
That's a
it
good
for no
refrag, though.
reason, and it's fine.
That's good shot on
I
Tyler
asked
over
the
there.
Santa and he said swing his
I always
lungs.
fucking slowly dare I say the N word.
Yeah, say it.
Why?
Oh no, it's just because he said you can.
Nigga.
Yeah, this entire mid situation is just
Any
not
other
good.
word but the N
You
word.
see how you're being put in a situation you're fighting way too many things? Sorry, I know I couldn't hear over that. The mid situation is just not good. You need to, this is the biggest thing, you need to stop pushing just down mid. It puts you in such a bad situation. You
Like
gotta
hearing a
learn how to
9-year-old
push
white
sides.
boy say the N-word.
You're gonna come motherfuckers!
So nice. Let's see your score. Positive KD. Nice. 17-13. Not the
That's
best,
for y'all.
but could be worse. Alright, I'm going to aim and show you a few things. I'm going to keep this semi-brief because I've already recorded this once and I don't want to go too in-depth second time. Yeah. The biggest things were positioning and crosshair placement. And a bit of game sense. Positioning. Right here is an ass position. I'm exposed from like almost everywhere on the map. Way better position. If you wanted to fight, I'm being stuck. Back here. Over here. Over here. You can push up here. You can go to places like right here is pretty good to fight. Over here, nice to fight. You can fight like around this box. Push up even more. You can go on top of the roof to fight. You can try playing around this box in their spawn. You can try eventually getting here and playing around this spawn camp. If you went the other side, you can play around with these boxes. These are one of my favorites. Here you can take this fight. Over here, like that. Fight over here. Then here is good taking like these, and then taking this fight if needed, and fighting that. Over here is way more aggressive. You can fight this like long angle here, people coming out over here, and most importantly right here. But I'm all like pretty protected. I have the option to go back into cover. So I'm being rushed from over here. I can run back over here. I'm no longer exposed. I'm being rushed. Like I'm being pushed like a lot of people from over here. I can run back over here, and I'm no longer exposed. I can change it up. I have control. It's something that you need to work on a lot. Really try to avoid these open areas and try to go into more compact areas, like to the sides. Okay. Crosshair placement. And simple. Bad. Good. It's not that quite that simple. But I know like you were doing a lot of like back here, you're like aiming down here. You can't hit their head if you aim up here. So I would have gone here instead. Or you could have waited until they were up here and like gone like isolated the angle. But it's not always the best idea to shoot their toes. And then general, you're using the unsuppressed M4, which is the headshot gun. It's the best headshot gun. So you're aiming for body and legs way too much. You should be like almost religiously aiming for head. Or okay, not necessarily. But you should be aiming for head or upper body a lot more than you are. Alright, let me actually show you this with some bots, just examples. That's not the right way to do bot options. Okay, some bots. That's too many. I'll keep my crosshair at a good level. It's really easy for me to just do that. Leg level. Seeing him his legs now, like even like the chest level, it's a lot slower. Right? But if I'm keeping it at a constant upper body to head level, even if it's upper body, it can be like better to like play around with. Like that. Head is still ideal, but you want to always hit the headshot like if I go far enough range. You guys go away. Like far enough range, sometimes it's harder to hit the headshot. It isn't really right now. Back here maybe it is, and you can hit the upper body there. But I should never be aiming down here in the legs. It's pointless. You want to be aiming up for headshots. That's the basics. Yeah. It's really just trying to isolate angles. You don't want to be exposed to this many. You can try like going over here. Here. Let me give you a good example of this. It's a very basic example, but it's the one I like the most. This way. Wait, Blizzard will work. I usually do some sand, but Blizzard works. Okay. Easy example for angle isolation. This is a situation. I'm trying to fight over here. Am I going to stand here to fight over here? Or should I stand here to fight over here? You've answered here. You're wrong. Reason, I'm exposed to mid here. I don't need to be. I'm not fighting mid. I'm fighting over here. So I'm going to unexpose myself from mid. And now I'm fighting, or you can do this vice versa. If I want to fight mid, I'm going to go over here. If I want to be even more specific, I can isolate just right here. I'm not going to do that from over here, because now I'm exposed to that. I'm going to do it from back here, do it from over here, you can go up here. You can play a bit differently, but you want to be isolating yourself with like as many angles as you can. Yeah, that's pretty simple. Obviously, you can't. This isn't as always as simple as these maps. Like Frontier is a more complicated map, but it's the basic idea of angle isolation. Besides that, good job. I'm not going to stay this out any longer. I really hope this has audio, and yeah, have a good one.